What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing here. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, I wanted to showcase Jericho's Holy Relic, specifically on Skoll and Hati here, guys, and I wanted to give you guys kind of a little demo and expectation of what you can expect from this character. Now that Jericho has received this Holy Relic, you actually can run her on human variants for Demonic Beast, and I think this is going to be her new best setup, where you can pretty much slot her in on any kind of human DPS kind of setup. And the reason why I think she's going to be super strong is because for her Holy Relic, she's actually providing a 30% attack buff to allies when she does a critical strike. So pretty much whenever Jericho does a crit, for 2 turns, the entire team is going to get a 30% attack buff. And 30% attack is nothing to scoff at, guys. That's an insane amount of attack that we are getting. And for the first 2 turns, Jericho's crit chance is going to be really high. And so we're going to be able to hit a lot of those crits as well. Now, I'm specifically using the blue SSR Jericho, or the New Year's one, because of the fact that she is going to be providing allies crit chance increased by 5% up to 10 times. And so that's going to be what, 50% crit chance at max, which is going to pretty much replace the buff that we're getting with the Holy Relic. And this goes to all allies. It's a backline supportive effect, but also can be done on field too. And so, with that, that means the entire team's going to be getting 50% crit chance. We're going to be getting 30% attack. And yeah, I mean, just an insane buff, guys. And I wanted to showcase Jericho today for you guys on Skoll and Hati. I feel like that's probably the best spot where she's going to be useful in. I definitely expect to see her in like Eithirnir or the Bird as well, guys, but I think for Skoll and Hati, it's a little bit more difficult than the other two, and I did want to kind of give her a fair showing here on something where, we can bring Thonar alongside her. We still have the kind of the unit for it, and she's going to be giving massive buffs alongside Thonar's buff that she's providing. So Roxy and Escanor are pretty much guaranteed to do damage cap every single turn here, guys. So now in terms of the gear as well, guys, before we actually hop into the run, this is what I'm going to be rocking for my gear. So I have attack crit damage on my Jericho. This is my original attack crit damage set I made, and that's why I have the top 2 pieces of the crit damage pieces. Normally I put them in the middle, but for Jericho back then, I had a triple crit damage set, and then I also had an attack crit damage set. So I never swapped out the top pieces because they had the 15% attack. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I got on her. And then for Thonar, I am running the recovery rate rune so that she does get targeted over Jericho, because Jericho, even with her relic, kind of has a little bit low basic stats across the board. That's why I feel like I'm expecting an LR for this character sometime soon. I feel like that could definitely be something that does happen, considering she definitely does need the stat buff 100%. So yeah, guys, that's the gear, and with that out of the way, man, let's hop in and let's see what she's able to do on Skoll and Hati. Alrighty, guys, so we are hopping into the fight here for Skoll and Hati. Let's see what Jericho is able to do. So I'm thinking off the rip that I probably target the dark dog off the rip, because I feel like the white dog probably has like a ton of crit resistance and all of that. Like, maybe we don't get the crits off the rip on him. So I think what we might do then, just because of that, I think we actually might just do Jericho single target here. And then, yeah, I mean, if anything, we could do like Roxy AoE. I know that'll 100% crit. And then that will start, ramping up Jericho's passive. And then maybe with that, and on top of the 50% crit chance, then we start actually critting, right? So let's do that. Let's do Thonar. And then we can do like an Escanor single target. So let's see it. Does Jericho crit? No crits, really? Okay, so I guess we gotta, ramp up her passive there with Roxy doing the crits then, huh? Okay, so there we go, single target from Thonar, no crits from her either. But now with the attack related stat buff, I mean, we're gonna be able to get her crits a lot easier. So now we have, the attack related stat buff on top of the fact that we also have the 50% crit chance. And I think with that, we might be cooking, guys. Or, now that I'm thinking about it though, should I be running a crit chance rolls Jericho? Should I build towards that? Maybe I build that. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe that's something that I might have to do, right? So, okay. I mean, now let's try. Let's see if we get crits on this guy right here now. So I'm going to try that again, just so that we can get the attack buff there. And then, yeah, I mean, we can just go with this. We can go with this. And then Roxy single target, I think, finishes it off. And yeah, let's see. Hopefully we get some crits. There we go. That's what I'm trying to expect right there. So now we get the 30% attack buff on top of that. Now Thonar's starting to crit. And now, yep, now we're starting to get everyone crit in there, guys. That's really good. This is what I assumed it would be by the end of the run, right? Everyone's critting. Everyone's getting that, like, really high amount of crit chance. So now Jericho did lose some of her crit chance, obviously, because she lost the like base amount. So she's only at 134%. Whereas, let's see the rest of the team here. What are we saying? Thonar is at 131 as well. Escanor is at, what is that? 221. Oh my god, and Roxy's at 337. So yeah, I mean, you guys could definitely see right there. There's spots where I feel like, you know, other characters are just gonna, like, you know, right now they just have better stats. So that's why I feel like an LR Jericho is on the horizon. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's something we can expect. So yeah, I mean, you know, definitely look towards that, guys. You know, I think that could be something that does release in the near future, man. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do Jericho Ultimate, and then I guess we just waste Escanor AoE, and then on the final phase we just drop ultimates. Yeah, I mean, that's really good. And remember too that every time we crit, guys, we are building up Jericho's crit passive. So now we refresh the attack buff and we get the kill with Jericho at the very end. So it's really just a ramp up process, right? Like, with this team, we're really getting that ramp up, and yeah, I mean, it's strong. You know what I mean? It's definitely very, very strong. So now what I'm gonna do here is, yeah, we have the attack buff. Let's see what Escanor's attack is looking like right now. 54k attack, man. 57k from Roxy. And bear in mind, guys, this is just Stonar. We are not running another support. The only other support is Jericho, right? So Jericho is at 9 stacks on her crit chance passive. So what's everyone's crit chance looking like now? Right, let's see. So 149% on Jericho. We're seeing Stonar at 146, and then Escanor is at 236%. And then Roxy is at 352%, man. Yeah, I mean, this is what you can expect, guys, right? Like, this is what we were, you know, kind of going into the fight expecting, right? So, yeah. Now, I mean, right here, all it really is just an Escanor ultimate. Everything else will die following it. So, yeah, I mean, you know, guaranteed kill right there, guys. And, yeah, let's move on to floor 2. So far, I'm expecting her to crit a little bit earlier. I am expecting her to crit a little bit earlier. So that was a little bit of a, you know, mistake, I guess, on my part, I guess. I don't know. Maybe you run crit chance rolls on her just to guarantee proc the buff off the rip. You know, I'm kind of thinking towards that. Maybe now, guys, I start building towards that gear. But anyways, guys, let's move on to floor 2, and we'll see what else we're able to do with this team. Alrighty, guys, we are now hopping into floor 2 of the Skoll and Hati Demonic Beast. Let's see what else Jericho is able to do for the buff. So, I guess what I will do then, knowing that I don't have enough crit chance with the initial attacks, I guess what I'm going to do then is just kind of rip the AoE Roxy, AoE Escanor into single target Thonar, and then we'll end with, you know, the attack related stat buff on Jericho and do the single target with her. I think that might be the play. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think that, yeah, I probably will go with that. And the reason why I think that's the play to do, we'll try it on the boss, why not? Yeah, the reason why I think that's the play is because the turn after anyway is when we're really expecting us to have the damage that we're gonna have, right? We need to get that 30% attack buff from Jericho, and yeah, I mean, being able to get that right now would be great, right? So there we go. So now we do get the proc. Everyone has the 30% attack buff, and so Thonar is gonna get targeted here, and it is gonna do a lot of damage. But I think with the Holy Relic on Thonar too, I think she'll be fine. She will Tarmiel Link heal all this back. Yeah, so right there, AoE. That does a lot, though. That actually does an absurd amount. So, I don't know, man. Maybe I do have to just kind of go for the kill every single time, huh? Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do... yeah, I'll go with the single target Roxy. And then... I think I have to do Escanor, though, no matter what. I think I really do, yeah. Okay, let's do this, then this, and then Roxy, I guess. Just so we hold on to an Escanor card. Because I know rank 1 Escanor is going to do an absurd amount of damage. There we go, we get another crit. And we start ramping up even more crit chance for the entire team. Another hit from Escanor right there is going to kill. And there we go. Okay, so we're already moving into the next phase there. Nice. So, alright, so now on this turn right here, we're going to start it off with Thonar Ultimate. And then, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll start with Jericho, actually, yeah. We lost a little bit of crit chance though, to be fair, but I mean, we go for it and we do this, we do that, and then yeah, I guess we just follow up another single target from Jericho. We can maybe expect some good damage from her. Okay, she does not crit. Yikes. So when we start to lose a lot of the crit chance a little bit later in the fight, and it is expected to happen too, right? You know, that is something that I guess is kind of expected. There we go. And then with the Roxy there, okay, you know what? Clutch. But yeah, no, guys, I think I might have to make crit chance gear for her. Maybe like the rolls, right? Like, I feel like the crit chance rolls at least. So, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I might have to do that. Thonar's passive is at 1. So I would have to do 2 more attacks to be able to get it off. And yeah, that means we also focus down the right dog there. So what I'm going to do, actually, Escanor all into Roxy, into Jericho all at the very end, and then I guess from there we just do like Escanor AoE just to make sure the white dog dies, because I would rather not have any ignites at all and just kind of tank than have to deal with that overall. So a single target for Roxy, there we go. We get a little bit damage past the initial hit. Jericho's gonna do damage cap plus the you know, extra damage from Roxy as well, and that's gonna give the 30% attack buff right there. Yeah, so there we go. We get the kill. Thornar's frozen. Jericho is gonna get hit a little bit as well. Yeah, Jericho's tanking is also a little bit weak too. That's one thing I will say. Like, I think her tanking could be a lot better, but that's the thing though. Like, this is a day one SSR type unit. Like, obviously this was New Year's of 2019 for JP, but man, like, I think there could have been so much more for this character, guys. Yeah, like, she's barely above crit chance wise. Like, that's so sad. Okay, what's Thonar at? Yeah, 115 because she had the 50%. Asinor, yeah, like, we're obviously gonna get a lot more. It's just the boss obviously, like, start turn buff strips everyone. So yeah, I mean, that's definitely a detriment. Yeah, and with this team I don't have much like consistent healing. I feel like I'm probably done on this floor, guys, I'll be honest, because I don't know like what I'm gonna do past this point. Actually, I actually don't even know. I guess like from this point actually I have to just kind of fill gauge on everyone, right? I have to just get ultimate on everyone here, right? Like, there isn't really anything else I can do. So I am gonna just do this and just kind of fill gauge just so that everyone gets their ultimate, so I can lifesteal with their ultimates at the very end, because I feel like without that I literally have no other choice, right? I have no other way to kind of beat this. So there we go. Thonar gets all of her attacks out. She lifesteals pretty much her whole HP. Is she gonna get targeted? No, it's gonna be Jericho that gets targeted. Yeah, that's really bad. Okay, she might die. This is like really bad actually. I don't have any more damage to Jericho like that too. So yeah, I think, guys, honestly, I think this might be just it. Like, I don't think I can get past this floor here on Skoll and Hati. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, Jericho for this fight might not be that good. I think for maybe like Bird and Deer, she could be a lot better, right? Because of the fact that her stats at that point won't really matter, because Bird and Deer are super old anyway. So I feel like on those, you know, you're gonna have a lot of crit. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I think she needs an LR. Like, I think right now her Holy Relic is good, though. Like, this is really nice. 30% attack for the entire team. That's nothing to scoff at. And same with this stack up as well, where you get up to 50% crit chance for your team. And this is across the entire team, right? I showed you guys already. So, yeah, I don't know. A little bit tough, I'll be honest. And Jericho getting targeted at the very end there is also very, very tough. Nothing I can really do at this point, yeah. I mean, I can attack with Jericho and try and lifesteal. Like, what's her HP related looking like? 40%. So she exactly has the 40%, but it's just not gonna be enough, man. I really don't think, even if we like crit here, because we are like lowered like a ton as well, right? Let's see. Yeah, we have 84% crit chance. Like, I don't think that's gonna be enough, considering every other character here needs their like full amount to be able to do it. Like, what's Thonar's passive at the very least? We were at 0 on Thonar. Okay, so maybe I could get a little bit of lifesteal. It is what it is, man. Alright, guys, I'm just gonna finish it out, and then we'll forfeit for the floor 3. But I think right there, that's a fairly good showing of what she is capable of doing. Like, I don't expect this character to be really, really good right now, but when she does get a LR in the future, I think she could be pretty good. You know, so right now, guys, I would say definitely a character that's more slated for like Bird and Deer. You know, you saw it here on Skoll and Hati, she was just taking too much damage. So that's definitely the problem there that I'm seeing right now. And yeah, maybe, you know, maybe going with like a HP, you know, defense gear set with like crit chance rolls, maybe that's the move, and you just attack the like Dark Dog. You know, that could be a decent idea too, but I just don't see me doing floor 3, especially with the turn 1 not being able to kill. Like, I mean, I could try it, I'll try it, but I just don't see me doing it. I don't see me doing it. I'd have to literally Asinor Roxy and then just kill turn 1 to be able to get past that first phase. That would literally be the only way I could do this. I mean, we'll try real quick, but not looking too good, guys. I'll be honest, not looking too good for Jericho there. Let's see. So okay, so what we want to do then is we do like the AoE. We do AoE as well, single target, and that has to kill. If that doesn't kill, then there's really nothing else I can do. Yeah, and there's no way it's gonna kill, I don't think. We would need so much more damage, I feel like, on this turn, and because we're not getting the buffs from Jericho and Thonar there, like for that whole turn pretty much, like I don't think it's enough. Yeah, there's no way, right? Yeah, it's not enough. So like, yeah, I mean, if I had more HP though, 100% I'm tanking, right? Like this right here, I'm gonna die. But if I had more HP though, guys, I could definitely see this team doing pretty good though. So yeah, I mean, there you go, guys. Like, not a crazy showcase or anything like that, but just to kind of give you guys some ideas, you know, maybe you give this Jericho a shot on, like, you know, bird and deer for speed runs. I could honestly see that being probably your best spot from now on. Specifically even with like bird, I think bird she could be really good, at least for the first 3 floors right there. But yeah, I mean, there you guys go, man. That is going to be the Jericho showcase right there, specifically on Skoll and Hati. If you guys want to see her on other things, then maybe I'll do showcases for bird and deer as well. But I just kind of wanted to give you guys some like ideas and just showcase what this character is able to do with the holy relic she's given right now. But that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'm gonna see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out, have a great rest of your day, guys. See you later, man.